name is Robert Philpott. He's from this community, from Butler. Robert, come here and talk to us if you will. You can come a little closer.
Sure.
You stopped us here. We're here doing our show, and you stopped us. And you wanted to talk to me, and you wanted to tell me something. We just heard the mayor there of Slippery Rock talk about the other Butler rally that he had been to. You were talking to me about that rally as well. Tell me the message you wanted me to understand, because there was something different about that rally versus this rally that you noticed.
Yeah, my daughter and I went. I guess it was 4 years ago, at the Butler Airport, not even 5 miles from here. It was an awe-inspiring event. We were just like, wow. But the one thing we noticed, we walked in there, and her and I, we're close. And the one thing we noticed that the airport has a lot of hangars, buildings kind of like this, but they hold planes. Every rooftop of every hangar had 3, 4, 5 guys on top of it.
So he noticed more security. Security was everywhere, though. Security was on point. Heavy security was on point, like security should be on point. You hear me? Especially when it's involving a president, a political speech. We know what it is. High-profile situations, they're on point. They're locked in. Unless it's foul play. Unless I repeat, it's foul play, huh? You hear me? So he's breaking it down. This is not shocking, dog.
When you say guy,
what happens when you see assassination attempts or successful assassinations? It's always a security breach somewhere, lack of security. Questions about the security. Where was the security at? Where was they not at? Why wasn't they there? Why didn't they react fast? Do you hear me? Come on, bro. Stop the cap.
By snipers? Law enforcement with long guns on top.
Long guns, okay. Yes. And even some of them in the sniper position. Just scanning. Sniper position, scanning, ready. Scanning, ready. That's how it's supposed to be. So if security was on point, they would have scanned and seen the field and seen that dude. Some say they did see that dude. That's the big question. But say they didn't. They would have been on point. If they're on point, they're scanning the field, scanning the area for anything that looks off, suspicious, etc. Everywhere. And my daughter turned to me.
To the point where you got there, you noticed them right away.
Immediately. It was the first thing she said to me. She goes, "Oh my gosh, Dad, look at this." She goes, "I never felt so safe in my life." Those were her exact words.
This is 4 years ago in the rally by the airport.
Correct.
The other airport.
Right.
Okay.
So she didn't come with me this time because she's eight months pregnant, and the heat and everything else. But she really wanted to. So that was so much on our minds there that we talked about it for, I don't know, we just talked about it. We were like so awe-inspired by that. Wow. First thing I did when I got here yesterday was I did a complete look around at every rooftop. And I said to myself, that's strange. I don't see one cop sniper. Tell you right there, very strange, dog. Could it be a setup? Could it be a setup? Red flags right there, homie. Red flags right there. I've been saying they're going to try to get Trump out of there. They want him out of there. They just messed up this time. Dude was sloppy. Shooter was sloppy. Huh? You hear me? Now he's dead, so he can't speak. Even if he wanted to come out and speak and tell the truth, they always take the shooter out. You hear me? Come on, man. It's a game. It's a plan. It's a game. It's a plan, huh? Trump was supposed to be gone right now. Trump was supposed to be gone right now. You hear me? And this is the social media area. The social media era, everybody's making a game, a gimmick out of it, memes, etc. We're talking about a real deal assassination on Trump's life. Yeah? They tried to JFK in broad day. Nothing. I don't see anything. And I just thought that was kind of weird.
And at what time is this when you're sort of looking around trying to see what you saw 4 years ago?
It's probably about, 4 years ago, we noticed
today. Or yesterday. What time was that when you started looking?
Probably about 2 hours before he came on stage.
Okay.
But I didn't stop looking because it's something that was in my mind because of it was so noticeable. Felt weird. He could tell something was off, comparing both scenarios. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Back then. But it was also just as noticeable not being that way.
And then did you notice, because on that barn right there, that's where the law enforcement snipers were that engaged with the alleged assassin. Did you notice them?
I did not. I noticed nobody because I scanned every roof. And I just thought it was so where they come from? Was the dude, they say the shooter, or was the CIA trying to take him out? One of them messed up and missed the kill. You hear me? Because alleged his story is he didn't see nobody up there. And all of a sudden, some shootings happen. You got a dead body. You got CIA running around to Trump on the roof. Sketchy business, man.
where they come from. If they weren't there first, like he's saying, now he could have missed them or just not seen them. But what the problem is, though, it's really going down.
Strange, because when they show the Google Maps looking down, it really doesn't give the entire picture of the area, because right beyond that, there's all kinds of buildings. And that's why I looked around, because
You're saying there's a lot of high points. If somebody was on another roof and wanted to fire towards the
right
president,
across 68 right here,
yeah,
there's a big sports complex has a high roof. I knew the AGR building because I know of it.
that's where the assassin was planted on top
Correct. I was going to park there because I know a lot of people coming from that, they don't know the.
And where's the people at the other stores? You know, the cameras from the other stores or the roof he was on. Was nobody in the buildings? He just walked in there with a pistol, with a sniper, set up shop. What's up?
The area, and I'm thinking that would be a great place to park. It's close. It's real close. I could park right there. I'd be out quick because it's right off the main road.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
we're gonna park there, and then you decided not.
Yeah, but I decided not to because there was so much traffic on this main road that I couldn't get to it. So I
couldn't get to it. Did you even drive by? Did you see it?
I drive by it every day.
It's easy because I drove by it as well. It's easy to walk into, essentially. Like if you were to drive over there, you could walk right into it.
Well, that's why I was going to park there, because I knew that. But I decided not to, only because the traffic was so bad that it would have taken me an hour to get to it. Yeah. So I just parked further down and walked in. But it was I still can't process it. I think that's why I came back here today, because I wanted to look at the.
Yeah, that's the main thing, you know. Where's the security? Stuff not adding up, dog. He's saying they were there or they weren't there. Then after the shooting, you see, excuse me, after the shooting, you see people on the roof, like they've been there the whole time. You hear me? you got a allegedly so-called dead shooter, dog, out of nowhere, huh? His thing is security wasn't there. He scanned the area. He didn't see nobody there. Security was lacking. So that's the main thing, man. 150 yards away, y'all don't see him. You let him shoot before they retaliate. Come on, dog.
Where I was at and say, how lucky are, I mean, somebody died. That's a shame, but
yeah, rest in peace to them, man. Condolences to the family, man.
I still can't. I mean, last night I was up all night. I don't even think I slept well, thinking I just can't believe it. I'm just
you
still
couldn't believe
shocked.
what you saw.
I can't believe why. I mean, I think the big thing is the why. I mean, have we really come to that point? I mean, I do remember when Reagan was shot. That was that was different, but that was basically the last time. And I'm still, like, I called my daughter, I called my girlfriend, and we were in tears.
Yeah, we came to that. What do you mean how we came to that? America has been there. What do you mean, bro? America has been there. What do you mean? It's been a separation. It's been hatred. What are you talking about? It's been wicked souls out there. Yes, we've come to that. We've been to that. America has been to that level. You hear me? What do you mean, bro? Are you shocked, dog? You're capping. You're capping. At your age, too, you're capping, bro. You know what America is. Come on, bro. Stop the cap, homie.
We were in tears.
You know the division going on in this world, homie. Come on, bro. You know the people out there who hate Trump. Own government hate Trump. You hear me?
Tears,
bro.
Because as I'm walking away, I walked away from the gunshots. I mean, that's the first thing I did was walk away. And there were vendors with Trump supplies, probably as long as this row here. And this one guy's on the phone and he screams, "They just shot Trump. He's down." So I immediately got on my phone and called somebody. And I called my girlfriend. She's in tears going, "Trump is shot. Trump is down. Trump is." And then I froze. I didn't know whether to go out, whether to go in. I just stayed there. And I'm like,
I think a lot of rally goers were probably just like you, Robert. They didn't know what to do, and they were in shock, and they're still in shock.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated.
Come on, man. So many questions, bro. Like, this ain't even, like, first of all, whoever did the job or was supposed to get the job done, they're in trouble. We don't even know if the guy they say was the shooter is the shooter, dog. You hear me, dog? You hear me? How do we know that's the real shooter? Point blank, period, dog. It could have been somebody else, somebody totally different. Like the man said, he didn't see no security on a roof. And after the shots are fired, after the smoke is cleared, all of a sudden here come some CIA officers or security on the roof, allegedly, dog. and the alleged killer that they say. You hear me? Come on, man. I ain't buying none of it. I question everything. Questioning everything in the realm, dog. Period. Bottom line. You hear me? It's just what it is. Let's go to one more video. I'm trying to find a dude with Trump's killer. You hear me? What he talking about?
Secret Service. So, like you guys said, this could help Trump win in a landslide. But at the same time, I think this opens the door to another attack. And I hope that doesn't happen. But I'm just saying there's going to be copycat.
Another attack. Facts. Now he just said it opened the door to another attack, and that's true. Especially if security is that weak. What's really going on, huh? What's really going on, huh? Security is that weak, you hear me? They react that slowly, huh? Could definitely happen again, a repeat attack, dog. Come on, bro.
Type people, they're going to see the type of momentum or the attention that this shooter's getting, and I don't even want to say his name. But I wouldn't be surprised if something doesn't happen at the RNC this week or something doesn't happen on the campaign trail, because they've already tried to throw him in jail. They tried to discredit him every way possible. And the only true way to stop Donald Trump from becoming president of the United States is for somebody to kill him.
Facts, man. That's what I've been saying all along. This dude knows. Obviously, he ain't scared to speak up, but yeah, they're trying to get Trump out of there for some reason. Keep him quiet, shut him up. They don't want him in that chair. They do not want him in that chair, dog. They fear what Trump is going to say. They fear what Trump is going to do. You hear me? This is evident. He just said it clearly, and he's in the mix. He's deep in the mix. They fear what's going to come out of Trump's mouth, dog. There's something about Trump they fear. They got to get him out of there. So yeah, don't be shocked if this happens multiple times again, dog. Trump better stay aware. You hear me? Trump better stay aware. You know? He better question everybody around him, his CIA, the security, so-called security. Yeah, dog.
And this is the next thing, right? I mean, we haven't had an assassination attempt on a US president, former or otherwise, since 1981. Of course, that was Ronald Reagan. So we've had a long period of time where we've felt that things are reasonably safe. Suddenly,
all right, we're gonna really talk about Ronald Reagan. But he got shot. What? Talk about Ronald Reagan. We know who Ronald Reagan was as a president. He destroyed a whole community. You hear me? He brought the drugs in the Reagan era. The Reagan era. You hear me? Huh? He was a foul play type cat. He was a foul play type dude. Huh? See what they did to the so-called ghettos in America, the black communities. That was Reagan work, homie. You hear me? Period, dog. Who feeling bad about him getting shot, huh? You hear me, huh? Wicked dude, dog. Heavy.
Suddenly, very quickly, that has changed. What does that do for American politics more broadly?
Why they even saying Reagan? Huh? We know what the Reagan era did, huh? What kind of disaster the Reagan era caused in the communities, dog? Tore families up, tore generations up, killed generations, homie. You hear me? Reagan era, dog. Drug era, huh? We know what's up, dog.
Broadly.
Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. If that bullet would have been 2 centimeters to the left or just in any other direction and would have gone through his skull, the deep state or the quote unquote people that want to make us mad and fight with each other would have gotten what they would have wanted, because there would have been some sort of civil war. If Donald Trump gets assassinated, people are going to go to the
yes, dog. This dude's right on the money, man. This dude right here, right on the money. You hear me? Point blank, period, dog. It's all a ploy. It's all a plot, dog. They want chaos. They want more separation. Trump getting killed plays right into their hands, whoever they is. And we know what's up. But they want separation. They want it to be chaos, man. And yes, like you said, it would have been a civil war. It would have been a civil war, dog. People will go crazy in the streets. People will flee to the streets and let their anger out. We will see real deal purges, dog. Part of the plan, part of the program, man. Like you said, a couple inches, Trump head would have been off. A couple more inches, Trump's head would have been off, dog. You hear me? Don't fake the funk. We know what's up. I'm glad he's speaking up. You hear?
streets, and they're going to cause a lot of damage because they are very frustrated. Donald Trump stands up for, populism. He stands up for the middle class. And this is what they want. They want to take him out so that the people here in America will be fighting with each other instead of actually going to the politicians and trying to fix the problems that we're having. And sadly, we were about 1 centimeter away from literally having a civil war here in America.
That's trippy, man. That's trippy, dog. Think about it. That's trippy as hell, man. 1 centimeter away from Civil War. They made a movie, Civil War. Huh?
I said to someone today, I feel like it wasn't just Donald Trump who dodged a bullet at that rally. It was the entirety of the US, because if that bullet, as you say, had gone through his head and he had been killed, we wouldn't be sitting here talking tonight or this morning, your time, about what this all means for America. We'd be talking about buildings being burnt to the ground.
Heavy.
You're exactly right. I mean, buildings burned to the ground, people would not stop. It would be a terrible tragedy. I mean, I was not alive when JFK was assassinated, but my dad talks about it. This event that just happened felt a lot like 9/11 that we avoided. This is like a 9/11 that we avoided, but I had that same sense of.
Well, 9/11, so you kind of throw it off there. 9/11, you know, like, don't we all know about 9/11 being an inside job? So let's not cap dog. I'm saying allegedly. But 9/11 was allegedly an inside job. They have to paint the picture, Saddam, Bin Laden, etc., to go to war, to start a war. They needed a scapegoat. They needed a face for the Americans to hate. You hear me? Period, dog. So let's not put 9/11 into this situation, homie. You hear me? Whatever your name is. You get my drift? Let's not do that, dog. Let's say it for what it is. Assassination on Trump's life. We know why they're trying to get him up out of there. They've been trying to get him gone, lock him up, whatever. Period.
Vulnerability, same sense of sadness, just seeing him bleeding from his ear. But if he would have been dead, America, as it looks today, would have been a totally different country. And now, of course, it changes a little bit with this, but I think Donald Trump's going to rebound and come out stronger than ever. And I do think he's going to win the 2024 election. But we are literally an inch away from changing the entire course of history. It's really.
And if he wins the election, they're going to come after him more and more, unless he changes his tune. So they don't even want to get him in the building. They don't want him to get in that chair. They already know what it's going to be, though.
Really mind-blowing when you actually just look at it and start paying attention. Because asking some people after it happened, I went out here and I'm in Tampa and I'm here on vacation, and I went and I talked to some people. Some people didn't even know it happened. Some people were flipping like, oh, well, I wish he got shot. So
yeah, I didn't know it happened until late last night. Somebody told me about it. You hear me? Not all up in the TV and social media like that, dog. You hear me? That's not how I get down. I could care less about social media as far as watching everything on there. I'm like, nah, no way, dog. Can I see it? Whew. Actually grazed him too, the way it went down. Wicked, man. Is he perfect? Is he the savior for everybody? I don't think so. But man, you talk about the two lesser evils. You talk about somebody changing his tune, shape shifting, going against the government, the shadow government, whatever you want to call it, secret society like JFK did. I respect it, huh?
It's a very divided country that we have right now. People are struggling, and people do look at Trump as a villain. Some people look at him as a hero. So shooting him would have only divided this nation much further.
Yeah, most definitely. And this sentiment that a lot of people, I'm sure, do have, that they wish he had been shot and killed.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people want him dead. A lot of people want him killed. People would have been happy celebrating all over the world. That's the division in the world. That's the separation in the world, dog. That's the picture they have painted or tried to paint about Trump, dog. No matter if it's all lies or what, dog. We'll see what's up.
This event will do nothing to allay that or change that. But the question now is, given how high the temperature is there any way to turn it down?
No.
No, there's no way to turn it down, because listen, when you saw CNN report on this, they reported on it as Trump falling down after hearing loud noises. The media hearing it.
No, fall down. He got hit. You hear me? Hit in the air. Try to take him out. Talking about fall down. Wasn't no fall down. He fell down after he got grazed, huh?
America is the biggest fraud of any corporation, of anybody that exists, because they will literally look at us in the face and lie and try to misconstrue what actually happened. So until the American media actually reports on
media is the devil. Media is the devil, right?
Stuff truthfully, we're just going to be in a constant state of confusion. So it's very sad. I just can't believe the media would even say that Trump fell down. And even Joe Biden, it took him hours and hours and hours for him to admit that this was even an assassination attempt. So imagine living in a country where we have no transparency. And that's going to be the big key to this, is giving us transparency on what really happened.
No transparency, media liars, politicians liars, everybody liars. Heavy, bro. Babylon, stay aware.